Right. Now we'll see the next technique, that is any number times double digit. Previously we have seen only double into double. Now we'll see any number into double. Okay. Here also again there is a pattern which you have to understand. Like the crisscross pattern what we use in double into double. The same thing will be applied for even any given number by double digit. Now we'll assume a 4-digit number by 2-digit number, and let's see the pattern, the same crisscross pattern for these numbers. Okay. So what I'll do, because I'm trying to teach you 4 digits by 2 digits, I'll put 4 dots at the top and 2 dots at the bottom. That means 4 numbers multiplied by 2 numbers. Okay, that's it. So I'll write 5 sets first so that it becomes easy for you to understand. Yes, so finish with 5 sets. Okay. Now step number 1 is connect. Start from the left bottom dot. Okay. Kind of join the first dot, the left dot, the bottom left dot to the first dot, and the second dot outside. In the next step, connect the first dot. See here, the first dot with the first dot, right? Now the first dot goes to second dot, and simultaneously the second dot goes to first dot. See here, in the first step, the first dot is going outside. In this step, it is, like joining with the first dot. Okay. In the next step, the first dot goes to third dot. Now take a look at this. Here in the second step, the first dot going to second dot. In the third step, the first dot going to the third dot, and the bottom second dot goes to the top second dot. In this step, it is in the first dot, right? In this step, it is in the second dot. Okay. In the next step, the first dot joins with the last top dot. Okay, and the second bottom dot goes and joins with the bottom third dot. In the last step, the first dot goes outside and the last 2 dots, they get connected. So this takes a bit time for you to understand, how this dots are getting connected. So what I suggest is you first see the pattern, understand it, and just take your own set of 6 dots, like 5 sets. Okay, 4 at the top, 2 at the bottom, and initially you can see the pattern and then connect them, and later without seeing this pattern you should be able to join the dots. Okay, so once you accomplish learning this particular joining the dots, later come back to me, I'll teach you using this technique how we can do the multiplications. Okay, now let's see what is the use of this pattern. Using this pattern, how we can multiply any given number by double digits. You have taken 4 digits by 2 digits for that pattern. Okay, so let's assume a problem like this, like how much is 5234 times 24. Okay, now initially to make you understand this particular pattern and the application of this in multiplication, I'm gonna write it 5 times. Okay, now you've seen that I have written the problem 5 times. Now based on the pattern up there, you have to connect the numbers accordingly. See here in the first step, the first 2 dots, see the bottom first dot and the top first dot are getting connected. Okay, so you have to connect in that way. Okay, and the second dot outside, that means it has no role to play in the first part. Okay, in the second step, what happens is connect 2 2s and 4. See the pattern here. The bottom first dot getting connected with the second top dot. Okay, same thing here. 2 2s and 4 5s, something like this. Okay, in the next step you can see it is something like this. See, so 2 3s and 4 2s. The connection goes something like, okay, the first dot getting connected to the third dot, top number, second number getting connected to second number. Okay, in the next step, 2 connects with 4, 4 connects with 3. See, you understand the pattern up there? In the last step, 2 goes outside, so that means 2 has no role to play, only last 2 numbers get connected. Okay, now whichever numbers are connected, only those numbers we have to multiply. Now see, 5 times 2 is 10. Now what we have learnt in double into double, the same crisscross multiplication, okay, we have to apply here. See, 4 plus 20, it is 24, write 24. The next step, see, 6 plus 8, see, 6 plus 8, you have to be that fast. you get 14, write 14 out there. In the next step, 8 plus 12, you get 20, see, 8 plus 12, right? So you have to be that fast. In the last step, 4 times 4, it is 16. Now finally we have to apply the balancing rule, okay? Start from the right. So drop 6 and carry 1. So 20 plus 1 is 21, so drop 1 and carry 2. 14 plus 2 is 16, so drop 6 and carry 1. 24 plus 1 is 25, so drop 5 and carry 2. 10 plus 2 is 12, and that's the final answer. When you multiply 5, 2, 3, 4 times 24, you get 1, 2, 5, 6, 1, 6. Now, it is not that you have to every time multiply this in 5 steps. Initially, 5 to 10 problems, you must work with 5 steps. And first take only small numbers. Don't go for big numbers like above 6 and 7 and 8, okay? First start with small numbers like 2, 3 and 4. Only such numbers you can take. And then multiply in 5 steps. After you finish your 5 or 10 examples, get back to me. I'll show you how you can multiply all this in one single step. Okay, now I'll show you how you can multiply in all one single step without 5 steps. But initially you have to work out in 5 steps only. At least 10 problems you have to work in 5 steps, then only come to this, okay? Initially you can use only one line, okay? First step, connect 2 and 4, you get 8, okay? Now second step, connect 2 and 5, you get 10. Now if you know that 2 is multiplying with 5, the leftover line you must think it is multiplying with 3. You must think like that. So you can think like 10 plus 12, you get 22, okay? Now next connect 2 times 3, you get 6. 6 plus the leftover line, you must think with 3. So 15 plus 6 is 21. Put a column there, okay? Next connect 2 times 2, 4. If you know 2 is multiplying with 4, the leftover line will be multiplying with the next number. So 9 plus 4, you get 13. The next step, 2 goes out. The leftover line, that is 2, you must think it is multiplying with 3. So 2 times 3 is 6. Now you balance it, you will get the answer. So you get 6, 3, 2, 4, 1, 0. So when you multiply 4, 5, 3, 2 by 23, you get 104,236. Now, after a bit practice, you don't even require that one line. You can accomplish a given problem in just about a few seconds. I'll show you how you can do that. With a bit practice, you can actually get that. Automatically, the pattern will set in your mind, and then your mind will create all the patterns, when you see them. Okay, now I'll show you how we can do all this without using a single line also. See, after you practice 10 problems in 5 steps and another 5 to 10 problems using one line, then your mind will understand the pattern, how these numbers are getting connected, and then you can accomplish doing the problem in just about a few seconds. Check out my speed. So you get 15, 9 plus 10 it is 19, so 12 plus 6 it is 18, so 18 plus 8 it is 26, and 6 2 it is 12. So when you balance, you get the answer as this. So you get 171072. So this speed you can get with a bit practice.